Hello and welcome to hopefully another edutaining episode of Create Simple Meals. So, you see I got my Philadelphia Eagles shirt on today, my SoCal Eagles family shirt. This is the start of football season, and I am disappointed already because Philadelphia blew a 17-point lead. So, I need to be getting drunk, but since I'm not going to be getting drunk just yet until after the show, I'm going to make what's called Drunken Noodles. And there's a whole lot of myth and mythology behind how Drunken Noodles started. One folklore is that guy came home, he was drunk, and he used whatever he had in his cabinet to make something to eat, hence Drunken Noodles. But whatever case it is considered a hangover food. And since I'm going to get drunk after this, because these Eagles done ticked me off, we're going to make this hangover food. So let's get started with the recipe. What it is basically going to get some pad thai noodles, some oil, about 6 cloves of garlic, 4 Thai chilies, or if you don't want to use Thai chilies, you can just use chili paste, an onion thinly sliced, about a pound of chicken thighs, but you can also use chicken breast. I'm actually going to use boneless leg meat today. About 4 teaspoons of fish oil. If you can't find it or don't have, you can also use soy sauce. 4 green onions that you're going to slice into about 2-inch pieces. 6 tablespoons of oyster sauce, 3 tablespoons of light soy sauce, 3 tablespoons of dark soy sauce, 4 teaspoons of sugar, and 2 tablespoons of water. Now, if you don't have to get the light and dark, but by all means, do not use all dark. So if you have to choose one, use the light because the dark might be a little bit too overpowering. So what you're going to do is you're going to start off, and you're going to, let me start getting this pot out while I'm talking. You're going to start off cooking off your aromatics, your garlic and your onions and your peppers. Let's get this started. And let's put this on medium-high heat. And as always, folks, this show is brought to you by the Self-Employed Tax Guy and Self-Lodge Planning. So for all your future travel needs, individual and group travel, please hit up the Self-Lodge Planning. We'll be sure to try and get you your best rates possible. And for all your business needs, your tax consultation needs, your accounting needs, your business startups, please hit up the Self-Employed Tax Guy. Again, if you're just now tuning in, today we are doing Drunken Noodles. It is a comfort food. It is also used as a hangover food. The recipe is right there. Speaking of the recipe, that recipe is coming directly from the website. The website will be launched this week. So I promised y'all at the last show it'll be coming off this week. This week the recipe, the website will be on there. And as I've already told you before, all recipes currently do not have videos on them. However, since the website is blog format, you can leave comments. So if it's something that you want a recipe for, you can leave a comment on the in the comment section. You can also email me at askme@createsimplemeals.com. Also on the contact page, there's a messaging thing that you can message me directly. So now that we got this off, we're going to toss in our garlic, and we're just going to cook them off for a little bit, and these peppers. Now these peppers will get smoky, so kind of be careful with that because it will make you choke. And we're going to cook them off for a few seconds. Let's get you a shot in that pan. We're going to cook them off for just a few seconds or so. After that, we're going to add in our onions, and we're going to cook them down. Now, you can use a wok. The reason I'm not using my wok is because my wok won't work on this induction burner. So you can use any other heavy bottom skillet. But that just set out for Christmas. I'm going to buy myself a new wok. We want to cook these down, not all the way, say about a minute or so, but once you start getting that good smell to them, and they start just starting to get translucent, kind of clear those onions, then you can go ahead and finish your add in your chicken. And while you're at it, folks, please hit that like button, hit that share button. Please don't forget to follow us on Facebook and on Instagram. But definitely subscribe to us on this here YouTube channel and share it with your friends and family. Just cook down just a little bit further. This is actually a meal my daughter been looking at. A bunch of she follows at Pinterest and a bunch of them Instagram food people. So she's always giving me, why don't you cook this? Why don't you cook that? And I'm like, you send me this stuff without recipes, and I gotta go figure out the recipes. While that's cooking off, let's see. Now we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna actually I'm gonna add the chicken first. We're gonna add in these chicken pieces. And to that, we're gonna add in, get that all mixed up, this fish oil. Sorry, fish oil, fish sauce. And we're gonna let that cook for a minute. Again, if you are just now tuning in, we are doing Drunken Noodles, and it consists of basically some pad thai noodles. You're gonna take 14 tablespoons of vegetable oil, about 6 garlic cloves, 4 bird's eye or Thai chilies. If you don't want to use the chilies, you can use chili paste like that Sauvignon, I think it's pronounced. I might be pronouncing that wrong. Or some sriracha. 1 onion thinly sliced. You want to get about 1 pound of chicken thighs. You can also use breast, but we're using actually boneless leg meat today. Then you're going to add in 4 teaspoons of fish sauce, about 4 green onions cut into about 2-inch pieces, 2 cups of basil leaves, about 6 teaspoons of oyster sauce, 3 tablespoons of light and dark soy sauce. If you don't have, if you're going to use one, use the light. Don't use all dark. And 4 teaspoons of sugar and 2 tablespoons of water. Now, when we're done with all that, when everything is cooked down, we're going to add in some, supposed to add in basil, but, and this is another reason why it's good to watch some of the videos, some of these little cheat tricks, can't find basil absolutely nowhere. The only basil I found was one little small package of the little leaves, and it was an arm and a leg, so I was like, well, we're going to figure out something else. So instead of using basil, I'm actually going to use spinach with just a little bit of cilantro to give it that kind of more pungent flavor to it. No, cilantro is not a substitute for basil, but it will give you that earthy flavor that basil has. Again, folks, as always, this show is brought to you by the Self-Employed Tax Guy and Self Lodge Planning. So for all your future travel needs, individual or group travel, please hit up Self Lodge Planning. And for all your business consultation needs, your tax needs, please hit up the Self-Employed Tax Guy. If you're just now tuning in, we are doing Drunken Noodles today. The Drunken Noodles consist of some pad thai noodles. We're going to saute it off, some garlic and some peppers. To that, we added in some onions, and now we're cooking off our chicken. Once that is done, we're going to add in the rest of the sauce in our noodles. Let that mix up real nice and play together. And then we're going to add in our, well, today spinach, but usually your basil. Let you guys get a better look into there. I need to get some better light, and that light is giving us a glare off this metal pot. But you see the chicken is starting to come together quite nicely. Someone asked me, was I going to start going live again? And the answer is absolutely yes. Just trying to get some things in place and also trying to get some videos up to catch up with the website. But yes, we will start going live again. And as always, it will be most likely on Tuesdays at 7:15, which is actually the same time we actually post these videos every Tuesday at 7:15. But I'm trying to get ahead and get enough video content for the website so that I can, the recipes that don't have video instructions on them, I can actually have them on there. Because the show is, I mean, the whole purpose of it is to make some simple meals and give you the tutorials as well as the recipe. Matter of fact, speaking of the recipe, so this is what we're doing, the Drunken Noodles today, but I just want you to draw attention to the way the website is shown. So as you see, every time there's an ingredient, it's going to be bold and underlined. So that's in the instructions as well as in the ingredient list. And the whole idea is that as you're cooking, you'll see I got to do something next with this ingredient, and hopefully it makes it just that much easier for you. Give me a thermometer. See what this chicken. All right, this chicken is almost where we need to be. As you know, poultry is done at 165, and we're at about 155 on most of these. 160. So now we can actually give these another quick stir, and then we're going to go ahead and add in the rest. So again, folks, if you're just now tuning in, we are doing Drunken Noodles today. It is a comfort food. It's also what they call a hangover meal. Basically, you put your aromatics in there, your garlic, your peppers. You add a little bit of fish oil, some chicken. You cooked up that chicken with these onions. Now we're going to add in our sauce and our noodles, and then we're pretty much almost done, folks. Let me let that simmer for a second, and let me go grab a bowl real quick. Alright, so and that's cooked down. We're going to go ahead, add in our sauce. Turn this down a little bit. We can add in our sauce. Get that a nice stir, get you a closer look in there. Get that a nice stir. We're going to add in put that in there. Now, grab our noodles. And let's get these noodles a nice, healthy stir if we can. We're going to mix all this in together. You want to get these noodles fully covered, along with this chicken. What do I do with that? Spatula. You want to mix all this together as much as you can, but you definitely want to get your noodles fully coated. This is why a wok is better. It has a wider mouth. But we professionals. We're gonna make this work. All right. Get this another. You can come in close if you want to. Just don't hit that computer. My daughter's filming for my TikTok. Huh? Yeah, you can get closer. Just be mindful of that camera up there. Yeah, well, yeah, you're in the camera now. All right. Now we got that in there, and now this is where you would be adding your basil, but we using spinach. We're gonna put this spinach in here and let that just wilt down. Give me a favor, put that in the refrigerator over there. Cover this for a second, and we're gonna let this cook down. Again, if you are just now tuning in, today we did do drunken noodles. So we took some garlic and some chai chilies. We cooked them off a couple of seconds in some hot oil. After that, we put in an onion, some that's sliced very, very thin. Cooked that down just to barely start turning translucent. We added in some chicken meat and about 4 teaspoons of fish oil. We cooked that up till the chicken was all done. Once that was done, we had already mixed up 6 tablespoons of oyster sauce, 3 tablespoons of light soy sauce, 3 tablespoons of dark soy sauce, 4 teaspoons of sugar, and 2 tablespoons of water. We added that in once the chicken was done, mixed that all together, added our noodles, gave them a good healthy stir so they all mixed in, and now we're wilting off the spinach so that it all comes together. Grab me a fork. And again, while you're waiting, folks, please click that subscribe button and that little notification bell thing they have on there so it can let you know when we post or when we're going live. And also, please follow us on, like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. All right, let me give you another close-up. I'm ready for my close-up. Alrighty, that is looking real lovely. But Father's Day, I want to walk. But it got to be a stainless steel walk. Yeah. All right, folks, and basically there you have it, drunken noodles. So, again, just to recap, wasn't a whole lot we did today. We took some aromatics, some garlic cloves and some chilies, cooked them off in some hot oil, added some very thinly sliced onions to that. After that all came together, we threw in some chicken meat along with 4 teaspoons of fish oil. Once the chicken was done, we added in some green onions. We added in, and we made a sauce that we had mixed up 6 tablespoons of oyster sauce, 3 tablespoons of light soy sauce, 3 tablespoons of dark soy sauce, 4 teaspoons of sugar, 2 teaspoons of water. That was all mixed up, added on in here, and that became our sauce. Once we tossed the noodles in that, we added in our spinach, and there you have it. Another simple meal right here on Create Simple Meals. So we're going to go ahead and turn this off, move some of this out of our way. And go ahead and show y'all the final product. Let me get a little closer. Oh, I lost part of my spatula thing. All right. And there you have it, folks, drunken noodles. So let's go ahead and give this a taste test. That is definitely a hangover type meal, definitely a comfort food. As you notice, we didn't put any extra seasoning there because all your salt and flavor is going to come from that fish oil and that oyster sauce, but this is a very good meal. It's not too hot even with those Thai chilies, so if you want to kick it up a notch, you might want to add in some more. But it's definitely not spicy at all. So I mean, you get a hint of the spice, but it's nothing that's overpowering where you're like, oh, I can't eat this. Anyway, please, folks, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, follow us on Instagram, like us on Facebook. Until next time, remember, when it comes to cooking, there's absolutely positively only 3 rules we have. You must have passion, you must have patience, and you must be willing to practice. Until next time, right here on Crazy for Meals, we will see you soon.